the point of view of a relatively small country from the Southeast Europe, a country that is a candidate for the membership in the European Union, but at the same time had the highest level of strategic partnership with People's Republic of China, and traditionally close relations with Russian Federation, but at the same time with Ukraine, and country that was among the founders of non-alignment movement at the time, and we are still building on the same traditions, and a country that is expecting to open strategic dialogue with the US in the next couple of months. I have to say that unfortunately, very often we are required to pay a high price for this kind of positioning, trying to preserve decent relations with all major actors in the international arena. And it shouldn't be like this. Speaking about the US-China relations, I think we need both the US and China because both countries have a lot to offer to the world, and especially if they are working together. We don't need actually the US and China to divide us and to create two separate worlds. We need the US and China to coexist as two different civilizations in one world that belongs to them equally as it belongs to many smaller people and nations all around the world. And we still remember and even feel consequences of the Cold War and how the Cold War brought us insecurity and problems in the way of thinking that is still even nowadays present. And I believe that we definitely do not need new Cold War between the US and China. There is a lot of hypocrisy in the world today. Also, we are very often criticized for doing business with China from some of the Western partners, but actually most of them who are criticizing us for doing business with China are doing much more business with China than we do. And I must say that we believe that if you're negotiating in a responsible way, you can get a good deal for your country in doing business with China. By the way, only 5% of our foreign debt goes to China, and we are still criticized by the countries that are much more in depth in their relation with China. What worries us, of course, is when there is this situation that competition between the US and China is gradually transforming into a confrontation that doesn't actually take much into account interests of smaller countries. And this is a situation that we should all aim to avoid because it doesn't work, I believe so, not even for the US and China, but for sure not for the rest of the world.